morning, everybody. Good morning, people. It's Thursday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Got some water going for coffee. 2.5 hours from now, we're supposed to be over there meeting Steve at Kokoweef to go up on the mountain and get some digging done. Hope we find some good materials. I'm kind of excited. So I got up at 3:30 last night, just kind of woke up and I thought, well, I'll take the camera outside and do some nighttime astrophotography. And I played around with my flashlight a little bit, and I looked at the photos last night just on the camera, and none of them are terribly awesome, but I'm sure you're looking at a few of them right now. I'll put them in the video. But it's a beautiful day, another cloudless day here in the heart of the Mojave Desert. It's a little bit chilly, not too bad, just a little bit. All right, well, I'm gonna get some coffee and get the breakfast going. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna film. We'll see. All right. Got my coffee, got my breakfast. I got a beautiful sunrise. Heck yeah. awful bright. All right, rolling over to the Kokoweef dig spot, Kokoweef Mountain, Kokoweef Mine, to dig for some onyx, calcite, some cave formation is specifically what we'll be looking for. I think the cave onyx that I see that sells is typically a tan color with a little wavy patterns in there. So I guess flowstone. I don't really know. What we will find, I don't know. I remember him telling me a story about stalactites and pieces of flowstone and whatever. So that's what I'm expecting. But, you know, what is the reality? Who can say until you actually go there and figure it out? All right, wish me luck. All right, welcome back, everybody. So I'm on the mountain, and after further communication with Kokoweef Steve, he asked me to refrain from showing where I'm at and talking about where I'm at. And so I won't do that. Everything that I've said in the past is going to stay there, but from here on out, the situation is that he really doesn't want a lot of people to come up here, and I would recommend that you probably should stay away. Definitely never ever come up here without permission. I'm not going to go into it. I really like Steve, and I want to do what's right and only show you what he said I could show you. And he said I can show you as I pick around. And so I'm in the tailings pile of a place that I won't even really talk about it anymore. It'll be in the title. But anyway, I'm up here, and I brought 2 buckets with me. I got 1 bucket right there, and it's almost full. And I got another bucket over there, and it's almost full. And there's more material than you can shake a stick at. Look at all of these cave formations. They're just more, I mean, that's just a thing of beauty. It really is. And I've got a bucket of cutters and samples and pieces. So I kind of dug down through below me. I'm not showing the valley on purpose. I've dug through the big pieces a little bit, and I'm moving up, and I found these little pieces. And the next thing I want to do is kind of dig around and maybe look for a stalactite. You know, there's lots of little stalactites, but I'd like to maybe, you know, dig a little bit and see about finding a big one, if one could be found. I also noticed that my camera is upside down, so I might have to flip this video. All right, so I hope this is the proper orientation. But anyway, I'm up here on the mountain digging some material. I'm going to have to go through my bucket and maybe take out some of the stuff, because man, there's just so much good material that I'm like a kid in a candy store. All right, that'll do it for now. All right, there is a bucket of material laid out on the tailgate of my truck. Empty bucket. Bucket was really heavy. It was filled all the way to the top. I actually took 2 buckets up on the mountain, but I thought they were too heavy to carry both of them, so I brought 1 down, and there it is. I'm going to take my empty bucket back up on the hill, and I might end up with 3 buckets of material, or I might end up with just filling up the other, would be 2 buckets, half each. So, but there's my backpack, and I'm going to head back up on the hill. There it is. Kokoweef Cave onyx in the truck. A little more than 2 buckets of material. That's virtually a lifetime supply for me. I'm eager to cut some and try it out, but I don't really have too much in the way of a trim saw. I didn't bring a trim saw with me, so it might have to wait till I get back to the homestead. Anyway, it's getting kind of warm, and I've been busting my butt getting this material off the mountain. So I'll see you back at camp. All right, so we're back at the campsite with our booty. It's kind of windy. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My family is going to be at the uranium mine, I don't know, tonight sometime. I'm not really sure. So I have plenty of time, I guess, to pack up and get going. I imagine the drive is probably 2 hours. Packing up all my stuff's probably more than that, probably more like 3 hours, depending on how well I pack it. It doesn't have to be packed perfectly, because I'm basically, when I get to the uranium mine, I'm just going to unpack it. I'm going to put the tent back up, and it'll be up for another 2 days or something. And then I'll pack it all back up and head down into Long Beach, California to visit my mom and anybody who didn't make it to the desert. I'd really like to just lay down and take a nap, but it wouldn't be very enjoyable. I probably wouldn't sleep. Even with my little fan, still gets, you know, it gets hot. Anyway, I just wanted to get a couple minutes of talking about it. I promised Steve, or I told Steve, that I wouldn't talk about specific places on the mountain anymore. The things that he tells me, I'm going to keep it a little closer to the chest, because he's just got people coming out and looting and stuff, you know, and he doesn't need that, and I don't want to propagate that. So thank you, Steve, for letting me come and spend the afternoon or morning on your mountain. Thank you for being such a nice host. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, folks. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. And my campsite is clean. Trailer's packed. Truck is packed. We're ready to go. Make sure I didn't miss any little bits of trash. Might have flew away. Oh, look. Somebody left this. I'll pick it up. I'll get it. I can carry that. All right. All joking aside, getting ready to roll out of here. Now I'm not going out the way that I came in. Instead, we're gonna go south, more into the preserve, and we're gonna go through there, and we'll end up down at SEMA Road eventually, and I guess SEMA. On the way, there's a mine called Copper King Mine, and it's not. I don't think we're going there, but if I can spot it on the hill or something, that'd be cool, because I like going to old copper mines. And even if you can't bring anything home, you can always, you know, pick around and just look for cool rocks. You don't have to bring rocks home. You could just take pictures. So I'll be looking for that mine. Maybe we can find it. All right, well, I was pretty much in the truck getting ready to roll, and I thought, oh shoot, I didn't make a little video. So there you go, your 2 minute of talking update video. Can't believe all that killer material we got. Cannot believe it. All right, well, this is the coolest valley in the Mojave as far as I'm concerned. Look at all these trees. There's more trees than you can shake a stick at. Slow that down, Mark. Slow it down. Slow it down. Anyway, thank you, Kokoweef Steve. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello people, and welcome to Camp Lapidary. My name is Mark, and I'd like to introduce the Camp Lapidary rock sharing program. Now in this program, the rocks are free, the shipping is not. I can't afford to send out packages to people, so everything that's in this video, everything I talk about, the shipping will not be free. You will have to pay for the shipping. All right, so about giveaways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 10 boxes. And I'm going to limit to 10 boxes for now, simply because I can't have, I don't even know if anybody wants to do this. Maybe nobody wants to do it. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a list and boxes. And so people who are interested in the materials that I find, or any materials that I choose to offer up, will be able to get them by claiming them in the comments. Like this video, I'm going to hide it away at the end of my most recent video, wherein we acquired this Kokoweef Cave Formations. And so I'll have 10 boxes to start, and this is just 3 boxes, but to start with, each box will have a Kokoweef Cave Formation and some kind of a piece of fossil horn coral. So those are caves, and these are the fossil red horn coral from a previous series of videos. And you know, sometimes I'll choose to just out of the blue, like any videos that I've made are potentially open for me giving away materials. So like I always, you know, I usually bring something home and I can offer up some little rocks, or maybe some slices or chunks of rocks or something like that. And sometimes it'll be 10 pieces. Sometimes it might be less than 10 pieces. Sometimes it might just be one piece. It might just be something like this little tiny piece of Amazonite crystal that I picked up once upon a time. Or even something as nice as that gem silica. Just kidding. It will never be anything as nice as that gem silica, because that's really nice. I just brought it out to get your attention and to talk about, sometimes there may be, you know, something that, well, there's only one of, or I only have 3. And so I'll offer those 3. I'll say, so what you need to do if you want me to add this to your boxes, you need to say a code word in the comments, or otherwise indicate to me that you're interested in that piece. And it'll just go to the first come, first serve. For items that there's multiples of, it's going to be random draw. You know, if you say, I want some of that, you know, I'll pick one and I'll put it in your box. So, and then once a box gets filled, you know, I keep getting to the point where I can't afford to send out packages, especially like 10 packages. Like if 10 of them get filled up, that's $100 in shipping. I just simply can't afford that. So I would ask people that, you know, if you want to do this, you will have to pay for your own shipping. Now, currently, a small flat rate post office box is about $9.50 or something like that, about $10. So in order to participate in this, I'll have to send you a invoice on PayPal for $10, and that'll cover the shipping. And so anybody who wants to participate in this will need to, at some point or another, provide me with an email address that I can send an invoice to, or some other way of getting me $10. You know, I don't know. I usually just use PayPal, and you know, I sell cabs, and I've sold cabs for about 5 years now, and I use PayPal for all of my business transactions. So that's just what I know. Other people use Venmo or whatever, you know, however it works. If you get me the money, I'll be happy to send you out your package. And so again, we're going to start out with 10 boxes. And if more than 10 people are interested in this, I'll start a list. And as the boxes get filled, person A, person B, person C, as those get filled and shipped out, or filled and set aside until payment, a spot will open up, and someone from the list, from the top of the list, will go into active collection mode and be able to fill the box by making a comment on videos. And I'd like to try to give away something in every video, though I'm not going to promise that there will be something to give away. And like I said earlier, it might be 10 items and everybody could have one, or it might be just one item and only one person, or it might be 3 items. It could vary. And I have no idea if this is a good idea or a bad idea, and the rules may change at any time if I need to change it. There's no guarantees on anything, other than if we fill up a box for you and you get me the money, I will send it out. Like if the mail loses your box, you know, it'll be up to you to get with the post office and get your $10 back or whatever. Each one of these boxes comes with $50 of shipping insurance on it, right? So if they lose it, you could theoretically get your $10 back. But that's not on me. That's on you. I'm not going to be responsible for that. You know, I ship out all the time, and the post office doesn't really lose my stuff. I mean, sometimes it gets delayed, sometimes it gets lost a little bit, but then delivered. So it is what it is. So if you want to get in on this, the code word for this is going to be sharing. This is going to be called the Camp Lapidary Rock Sharing Program. And if you want to get in on it, you need to, in the comments of this video, type in some kind of a phrase or something, a comment that includes the word sharing. Now, the first 10 people that I see in the comments that includes the word sharing in there in some form or another, I mean, even if it's just one word that says sharing, I'll put your YouTube name on a box and we'll start filling it up. And like I said, for now, each box will contain a horn coral and a Kokoweef Cave Formation. And that's how we're going to start. What are the requirements to be part of the Camp Lapidary Rock Sharing Program? There's really no requirements. You don't have to be subscribed. You don't have to comment on my videos. You know, those are things that I would like for you to do, but you don't have to do them. I know how it is about making comments in public. You know, it's not the easiest thing to do for everybody. So, but in order to participate, you will have to comment this first time, somehow sharing, right? And then in order to get things added, you will have to make comments on the individual videos in order to get some rock or specimen or fossil or whatever added to your box. You will have to make those comments. Okay, so suppose a box gets filled up and it's time for shipping, and I try to contact you for payment, and I try to contact you, and I try to contact you. I'll just set your box aside, you know, for a certain amount of time, How long that time is, I don't know. It could be months, could be a year. I don't know. We will see. But if you fill up a box and then it's time for payment and you ghost me for too long, I'll just make that box available for somebody else. And that's how I'm going to handle, someone who says they want to share and fills up the box but can't afford, or just decides they don't want to spend $10 on shipping. Then I'll just set that box, up for somebody on the list, if there's a list.